Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel, and today we bring you some of the latest updates in Australian migration world. The first major update is for student visa applicants who have received a refusal and are seeking review at the Administrative Review Tribunal. The Migration Amendment Regulations 2026 has been registered and it commenced on 1st of June 2026. The practical effect is that most applications for review of student visa refusal decisions will now generally be reviewed on the papers rather than through a hearing. In plain English, this means many student visa review applicants may not get the same opportunity to explain everything in person. Instead, the tribunal may decide the matter based on the material before it, including written submissions and evidence. The practical message is simple. If you are in a student visa review, do not treat written submissions as a formality. Your written evidence may now be the case. You need to deal with the actual refusal reasons. Provide current enrollment evidence and make sure your documents are consistent. The second major update is that 189 invitation round was held on 4th of June. As predicted, health, teaching and construction-related occupations were prioritized. We are still waiting for the official results from the Department of Home Affairs. Now let us move to compliance, because this is one of the clearest warning signals in the latest updates. Australian Border Force has launched a national operation to strengthen compliance and oversight in the Subclass 407 training visa program. The operation is being led by the department's sponsor monitoring unit and is targeting employers using fraudulent training programs or exploitative arrangements. In the first month alone, ABF officers carried out more than 100 site visits across 6 states and territories. The broader operation is expected to cover more than 200 workplaces. Early concerns identified by ABF include employers lacking genuine training plans and migrant worker trainees being placed in roles unrelated to their approved training. ABF also stated that in 2025-26 financial year to 30th April 2026, 55% of Subclass 407 visa applications were either refused or withdrawn. Now that is a very strong compliance signal. The Subclass 407 visa is not meant to be cheap labor. It is not meant to be a general employment visa. It is for structured workplace-based training and professional development. If the training plan is not genuine, if the trainee is actually doing ordinary work unrelated to the approved training, or if the sponsor is exploiting the worker, ABF has made it clear that enforcement action may follow. For employers, the warning is get the training plan, supervision, and records right. For visa holders, the warning is if your work does not match your approved training or if you are being exploited, do not ignore it. Now let's look at the permanent migration program. So the total number stays the same, but the direction changes. Now let us connect those updates with the broader permanent migration picture. The Australian government has confirmed the 2026-27 permanent migration program at 185,000 places, with the skill stream at 240,000 places, the family stream at 52,460 places, and 300 special eligibility places. Now the overall number is unchanged, but the internal mix is very important. Employer-sponsored places increased to 58,040, while regional places reduced to 14,110 places only. State territory nominated places are set at 35,500 and skilled independent is set at 21,090 places. Home Affairs also states that across the skill and family streams, the program will prioritize onshore migrants with 129,590 places allocated to migrants already living in Australia, while 55,110 places for offshore will prioritize high-skilled migrants, supporting productivity and long-term skills needs. So the message here is not simply that migration stays at 185,000 places. The message is that the system is being pushed toward onshore applicants, employer-sponsored pathways, and targeted skills outcomes. The regional number has been cut sharply, but we still need to see the actual state and territory nomination allocations for 2026-27. Now, applicants should not panic, but they should not rely on hope either. There is also an important reminder for employers and applicants using the far North Queensland DAMA. The Cairns Chamber of Commerce reminder says that TISMIT and CSIT will be indexed on 1st July each year. Employers and migration professionals preparing labour agreement requests, variation requests, or nomination applications with salaries close to the current threshold should pay close attention to timing. To rely on the current thresholds, endorsement requests must be submitted to the Cairns Chamber of Commerce by close of business on 15th June 2026. But there is an important catch. For nomination applications, the applicable threshold is determined by the date the nomination is lodged in IMI account. Any nomination lodged on or after 1st of July 2026 will be assessed against the new index thresholds, even if the endorsement or variation request was submitted earlier. For those in Western Australia, the Goldfields DAMA ends on 30th of June 2026. Employers must transition to the broader Western Australia DAMA, WA DAMA. New endorsement applications under the WA DAMA open on 8th of June 2026. The department also delivered a webinar for Migration Institute of Australia members on submitting decision-ready employer nominations and visa applications. This is important because it supports the same message we keep seeing in the planning levels. Employer-sponsored migration is not just about having a job. It is about lodging a decision-ready application with accurate evidence, correct salary information, genuine position details, and proper employer documentation. VETASES has also published a DAMA skills assessment FAQ from its recent webinar. One practical point is that casual and part-time employment can be accepted for DAMA skills assessments even if it meets the minimum threshold of 20 hours per week with pro rata calculations applied where employment is less than full-time. VETASES also says that standard DAMA skills assessment processing is typically 2 to 3 weeks and may be shorter when all required documentation is provided and the application is decision-ready. Again, the message is the same. Decision-ready evidence matters. The department, skills assessing authorities, and state bodies are all moving in the same direction. The Migration Institute of Australia has issued a serious warning regarding a spike in refusals for onshore aged parent and contributory aged parent visas. This specifically affects cases where the primary applicant has passed away and the secondary applicant was not aged at the time of application. The MIA has asked the department to put these cases on hold, and if you are in this situation, exercise extreme caution and seek professional advice immediately. Now let's look at the Job Skills Australia report, which was released recently. So the new SID visa subclass 482 replaced the old TSS system, and it is split into 3 streams. The JSA report shows us exactly which occupations are winning in each stream. The specialist skills stream, which is for the high income earners, it requires a salary of at least $141,210. That was from July 2025. Now it is designed for highly skilled professionals and managers, offering the fastest processing times. Now this stream is dominated by general practitioners, software engineers, finance managers, and management consultants. Now 98% of these visas go to managers and professionals. So if you are in a senior corporate role or specialized tech position and your employer can meet the salary threshold, this is your fastest route. Now the next one, which is the core skills stream, which is the mainstream pathway. This is the standard pathway for occupations on the core skills occupation list, also known as CSOL, requiring a salary of at least $76,515 from July 2025. Now the top occupations for this stream have been chefs, registered nurses, mostly in aged care, software engineers, and childcare workers. We have seen massive growth for chefs, which is 180% increase, and childcare workers, who were recently added to the CSOL. Now, this stream is heavily utilized by the accommodation and food services sector, as well as healthcare. The next one is the labor agreement stream. So this stream is used when the salary is below the $76,515 threshold or the occupation isn't on the CSOL. As the salary thresholds for the other streams increase, we are seeing more reliance on labor agreements, particularly in the aged care and meat processing sectors, to fill critical lower paid roles. So the takeaway is that the government is aggressively targeting high salary professionals for fast-tracked processing while pushing standard trades and services into the core stream with strict salary minimums. So that is the immigration update for today. The big picture is clear. The total permanent migration program remains at 185,000 places, but the direction of travel is changing. Employer-sponsored migration is being strengthened. Regional planning places have been cut. State nomination is closing for the program year. Student visa reviews are moving toward written on the papers decision making. The Subclass 407 training visa is under active compliance scrutiny. So do not rely on headlines, check the official source, check the dates, check your evidence, and before you lodge, appeal, change strategy, or rely on a pathway, get advice for your own circumstances. If you have any questions, get in touch with us. And if you found this update useful, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and keep watching for the next Australian immigration news update. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.